right, everybody, here we are. We're back again for another episode of That Nutty Commander. Anyway, here we are right where we left off. This is where the Lyndhurst post meets. We had a great day yesterday. We had our district meeting over in Willoughby. I actually got to talk to the commander of this post for quite a while. Today's Monday, so Saturday we had Founders Day down in Columbus. Got to meet the National Commander-in-Chief, Carol Whitmore. She was down there. But anyway, we're getting ready to start off. We're heading to post 1056 up in Euclid. Okay, it's about 7.5 miles it's showing me. We're gonna get on. I got a new shirt. I'm gonna give a shout out right now. Down in Wadsworth, it's called Grizzly Sportswear. Denise owns it. Great place. I have all my stuff done there. She takes care of all my needs as far as apparel and stuff. I asked her to print these shirts up for me because I wanted to go with something high vis. On the front it says Commander's Walking Tour, American flag on the one shoulder. I got our QR code on this shoulder, and on the back, well, I'll show you here in a little bit, I have VFW District 7. So now people can know who I am and what we're doing on these walks, and hopefully they'll see me a little better and I won't get hit. But anyway, that's Denise, Grizzly Sportswear. If you're down in Wadsworth, you need stuff, shirts, apparel, stuff like that. She does a lot of stuff for the schools down there. Great time. So we're gonna get this started off. I'm starting off, as you see, and I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, we're just under 2 miles in. You know, I had an interesting discussion with the Uber driver who picked me up at Euclid and brought me to my starting point. He said he's got a son who's finishing up his first enlistment in the Army as a medic. His name was Norman. I don't remember what his son said it was. And I was explaining to him, I said, you know, as your son, as he deployed to that, he said, well, he's been to Korea. I said, that would qualify him. He's a younger guy, married, finishing his first 6-year enlistment. And I told him, I said, you should encourage him to join the VFW. He qualifies by being deployed to Korea. If you're in Korea for 30 days continuous or 60 days cumulative, you qualify. I explained to him that the VFW, which we just celebrated their birthday a week ago, was founded on advocacy for our fellow veterans. The benefits that his son is going to receive, but I was saying the benefits he is entitled to as a veteran from the rest of his life came about due to the VFW advocating for them. We started 126 years ago. And if we want to have those benefits there for the future generation, we need to have the numbers and members. So when our advocates go to Congress, they have a strong body behind them to lobby for. Nothing in this life is guaranteed. So I strongly encourage him to talk to his son, even if he stays in. He's back in this area, in the Cleveland area. But that's what we have to do, people. We have to get the word out there. right, now we are figuratively and literally at the halfway point in this entire journey. Not just this leg, but in this entire journey. If we think back, this journey started back in the beginning of July. That time we had 33 posts in our district. A couple weeks ago, I and a department officer had to go to a post and we had to close them down. Was not an enjoyable thing to do. That post has been around 95 years. That was people's home. But they weren't taking care of it. Which brings me to the point. We need to keep people aware, otherwise the VFW as a whole is not guaranteed. We need to get newer members that want to participate, get out there and do things, promote our brand. I was counting up the posts. The last one I finished was 16. I'll finish here, this will be 17. That's the halfway point with 32. Actually going over the halfway point. You can see right above me, haven't seen those in a long time. This has been a real rare time for at least as long as I've been in Northeast Ohio to have the weather we've had for the last 7 weeks. High 70s, low 80s, sometimes the high 80s. Weather has been just absolutely beautiful. You know, Mother Nature's gonna kick our ass this winter, but we've been enjoying it. The tribe lost a few days ago. They lost their wild card life, so they're out of the postseason. The clowns, well, they're just the clowns. Anyway, getting back. So we're at the halfway point. Beautiful time of year just to get out and walk. See how Mother Nature is changing everything. Changing the trees. Some of the most beautiful colors you're gonna see this time of year. Don't take it for granted. Don't take anything for granted, because it may not always be here. All right, I'm gonna come back with a little bit more upbeat mood. See you then. All right, here we are. We're on 200th Avenue, 200th Street, about a half a mile from the post. The last leg of the trip. Hasn't been that bad of a walk. You can see the diversity in the neighborhoods as we change. George Washington, Post 31, Polish Legion. These old neighborhoods in Cleveland, over here on the east side. As we're walking to it. So, we're gonna see when we get down to the post there, 1056. And we've reached the end of our journey. Here we are, VFW post 1056 in Euclid. Okay, we made it. A little over 6 miles, 6.7, something like that. I'll get you the details in a minute. But here we are. How about we go inside and greet some people in here. All right, we made it here finally. This is number 17 in the trek. So I'm gonna greet myself, introduce myself, some of the people here, maybe buy them around, and we'll get back with you with some more details.